Hi everybody, let me walk you through the prophecies based on facts that we see with our eyes today and not hypothetical and conjectural history, wondering, guessing, believing, but rather the prophecies of the Bible and facts that we see with our eyes. So let's begin. We read in Revelations a mark of the beast. This mark, many things in part. But we see that one beast gives voice to another beast so it can speak. Does your phone speak? Now, as you go through these and you're reading these now, you'll see that you will make an image to the beast, rich and poor, great and small, all that good stuff. And look at you now. And a lot of you is watching on your phone. Many and most, if you're comfortable and relaxed, you do hold it in your right hand. And when you swipe it at the cash register, you swipe it with your right hand. When you swipe your cards at the cash register, they're all geared for your right hand. If you swipe with the left hand, you'll find yourself with your face in a bag of potato chips on the side of the gas station cash register. So what are these two beasts? The beast that gets voice is also called the beast. It's the mainframe computer in Belgium. This several-story tall building is the mainframe for your internet computer, formed in 1975 by the international marketers. Here's the beast that gave them the voice. These are also the bankers. They're also the seven sisters of shipping. These are the seven heads on the beasts. The financial and government system is the body of the beast. The whore who rides the beast, wrapped in scarlet and purple. That's red and purple. The flag is red, white, and purple. Dark midnight blue. Blue skies. Color blue is not what you're seeing. The fact is, these colors match. She rides the beast, the banking and financial system, who form the government which she rides. In Daniel, you read of four beasts: a lion, a bear, a dragon, a leopard body with bear's feet, lion's mouth, and eagle's wings. What's America's sign? Eagle. She sits on many waters. She's everywhere. She's the Statue of Liberty. She. The lion is the symbol, sign chosen by England. The bear sign is that chosen today by Russia. The dragon is chosen this day by China. Yes, they have historical significance. These things have had kingdoms in the past. All the kingdoms of the statute in Daniel's days came to pass all through his lifetime. And then from the generations after, each one of those are also the same as the beasts, animals that you have looked at. And they came at different times through the generations and had their reigns. And today, they're all here at the same time. And in that day, they shall gather in a place called Armageddon, using the false prophet, the television, and the news.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about trouble and trending irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 The liar George Bush, who was caught lying about why they invaded Iraq. Weapons of mass destruction. Everywhere they went. Him with the lying prophet, spit out by the dragon. His dad, George Bush Sr., was the man in China. In 1972, George Bush Sr. made the deals for all international commerce to send U.S. steel to China, Alcoa aluminum sent to China, all the major industries sent to China in 1972. George Bush made the deals. In 1973, in the midst of Watergate, covering all of this, Richard Nixon goes and visits. And then he also passes the Environmental Protection Agency Act, starting a new branch of government for those corporations who wouldn't move, would be forced to move. And China would make money and grow in power. And the profits would be great for the owners of the companies, the corporations, the stockholders, for the low labor wages. And China would then have the money coming into the 80s to buy American bonds. That is, your Grand Canyon deeds, the Redwood Forest, Yosemite National Park, all your preserved lands, lakes, monuments. These are bonds that they own. The Federal Reserve gets these. The Federal Reserve is a private bank. Rothschilds, Warburgs, Schiffs, and Drexels. Yeah, international bankers. The mark of the beast that will break you out in sores that you held in your right hand and your forehead, or your forehead. Will not be able to buy or sell without it. It has voice and it speaks. The people in awe of it and they cling to it. And I'm left-handed in a right-handed world. And no matter how you con yourself, even now, if you're on the phone, it's in your right hand, but even your forehead. And 5G will bring the sores that break out. Now, back to the beasts, the four beasts, and the eagle's wings. So we see a lion till the wings are plucked off. Daniel watched. The wings plucked off an eagle's wings. So America connected to England. You decide what this is when they're being ripped off. America's destruction, the crash of the dollar, natural disaster that split them in three. The wings are ripped off, that's all we know. And then you have a leopard body, that's Iran's sign. The Persian leopard. And they are Persia, and they've only been called Iran since 1955. They started petitioning in 1953 to be known as Iran. Iran's oil is the big issue today. The United Nations, America, Russia, China, all the kings of the earth are gathered together now in the area of Syria. Damascus, the great city, as written in Isaiah, this day is desolate. It's no more. The people fled in 2015, remember? And they've destroyed it now. The Euphrates River is bone dry. The kings of the earth and the loosening of the four angels found there. The Silk Road from China crosses the Euphrates, an old trade route. So what you have is the kings of the earth today gathered in that area as peacekeeping troops, blowing everything to smithereens. Euphrates is dry. You hold it in your right hand in your forehead, your telephone. You pay, you buy online. Amazon, Angie's List, Walmart, all your stores, your fast foods, your slow foods, your gourmet foods. Revelations 18. Woe, woe, Babylon is fallen. All the world is taken of her, riches and goods and greed and selfishness and just everything that just goes and the beautiful everything. This is in your hearts and minds. You hold that phone in your hand, but what's really in your forehead is the love of luscious things. Being better and being above other people. Rising above to be better is what you say. If I had more, I could give more. But deep down you lie. The mark of the beast you already have. Come out of her, my people. Do not take part in her plagues. Come out of her. Leave it all. Before it's too late. You got until the time of 5G. Then you all see the swords that's promised in Revelations. The talking is there. The image you made is there. The clinging to it is there. Every element so far is there. The only one left is the swords that you will break out in.
My name is Daphne Tachover, and I'm the founder of an organization called We Are the Evidence. We are an organization that represents the many adults and unfortunately many children who have become very sick from wireless technology radiation. The wife of the ex-governor of Indiana was diagnosed with glioblastoma. Same brain tumor Ted Kennedy had and John McCain had. Did you look at John McCain's scar? This is a cell phone brain tumor. LeBron James, one of our sports people, had a salivary gland tumor. That is another cell phone tumor. You didn't hear about it because immediately after that was discovered, he was paid by Samsung to become their spokesperson.
And then the final hour.